12 måneder gamle. Og det blir enda mer åpenbart når disse klippes. Da den klassen og de dyrene som kan gi flis, som kan farges til en hvilken som helst annen farge.
Okay, just a really good class there of 10 white female wakayas to judge, and I would like to say that at the meeting yesterday I was told it wasn't going to be as windy here as it was yesterday. So it must have been really windy yesterday because the wind has picked up quite a lot. But it's nice, it's a lovely warm breeze. So in first place here we have the alpaca that is the most complete in terms of positive conformation and fleece traits. She has a fine fleece, the finest in the group here today. Lovely density to that fleece. It's very soft, bright white as you open it up, and it is uniform from front to back. She is standing at the top of the class by virtue of that overall fineness and uniformity. In second place we have a really well covered young female here. She's got excellent substance of bone. She has a very long stapling fleece that was bright white when I opened it as well. Not quite the fineness though that I found in the first, but she's carrying more density in her fleece than the third place female. Once again, a lovely bright white fleece. She was just holding a few more of those stronger primary fibres across the blanket as I assessed her, but she is overall finer than the fourth place. I would like to say I preferred the overall frame size on the fourth place female. She walked into the ring very well. I could see the way she walked. It's been difficult to assess the conformation when they're walking if they're not trained to walk. Some of them are coming in like crabs, and it's very difficult to assess their overall gait. But it was a pleasure to judge this female because she walked in beautifully and she also has correct conformation. She stood very nicely to be assessed as well. A very long stapling fleece. Once again, brightness there. It's uniform from front to back and along the staple, but she's not carrying the same degree of fineness that I found and the uniformity that I found in those above her. Congratulations. Thanks for showing me.
Ja, han er jo det, men han får lang pris. Men det er det samme skjedde med han solgte for oss i fjor. Han trodde i
We have white intermediate females, and a couple of these girls are pregnant, so it's nice to see them in the ring as well. We have in first position here of these girls a fleece that is carrying her to the top of the class. She is bright, uniform, fine and dense. She has crimp style that is well defined. It's a very organised fleece, right from the skin all the way out along the staple, well defined in the crimp style as well, running across that blanket. like to see a little more strength to that frame, but really that wasn't enough to place her down when I compared her to the other three. In second place, we have a nicely grown girl, 19 months of age. She is a Truder type young female, good substance of bone. She's also ready to be bred. She has got a fleece, while it wasn't quite as uniform in the micron as I compared the samples, quite a few guard hairs in that sample, she still was carrying quite a fine fleece, and it was her overall fineness and soft handle that placed her quite firmly in second over the third place female here today. Third place is carrying a lot of fleece as well, but after that it's not as fine as first and second. I will say though that it is more uniform, even though it's not as fine, it's carrying a greater degree of uniformity in that micron than the fourth place female here today. Fourth place is 22 months of age. She has got a long stapling fleece, a little drier to the hand, not quite as soft, but and also not quite as fine or as dense as the top four. But she's carrying a frame that is nicely structured, good proportions to that frame as well. Congratulations. Thank you for showing me.
Det sies at senior i man er menneske. Seniorsaken er ukjent for alpakkaer i denne alder.
We have two classes in the ring at the same time. The adult female class. We have in first place a 31-month-old female who is the finer of the two here today, just carrying a little more strength and firmness in her leg set as she walked into the ring, and a finer, denser fleece than the second place, who, while she's got quite a lot of fleece on there, it's not as fine or uniform as the first, and I'd like to see a little more correctness in those rear feet and also at the hocks. Congratulations and thank you for showing them. In the mature class in the female, which is interesting, it's not often that you get girls this age being shown. She's 62 months of age, and I think you can probably see she is carrying a fair amount of guard hair throughout the blanket, even from the outside of the ring. But she's well built, she's pregnant, she's had babies before. I was talking to the exhibitor about whether or not she'd had Korea. We are judging breeding stock, so if a 62-month-old comes into the ring and she's never had a baby, there's something wrong there. But this girl has had Korea and she's currently pregnant. So congratulations and thank you for showing them.
Helt sikker på at det håndterer hun veldig fint.
Ja, vi kjører 2 rekker, 6 og 5.
Ja, det er nemlig jo.
Bare gå til Sverige.
and quite a close pair between first and second. You'll see that I went a little more down the legs and into the belly, and I found that the fleece on the first place alpaca carried the fineness more definitely into his belly than the second place. So there really wasn't a lot between these two. I did find that the frame on the second was just a little more well grown. However, that still wasn't enough to place him higher. First place, an extremely fine fleece. It was the finest of the 11 alpacas in this class here today. Lovely uniformity of micron as well. And if you open it up, you find a bright white fleece that is well stapled and also well defined in its crimp style from skin to tip. Second place has been shorn, so it's a slightly different handle to the fleece, but all the same, just not quite that extensiveness of the blanket that I found in first. There really wasn't a lot between these two in terms of overall fineness and density. In third place, a young male with excellent substance of bone, a lovely frame on this boy. He's really well grown, very solid. Carrying a bright fleece that opened up very cleanly to show also again a well-defined crimp style. However, he was just not as fine or as dense as the first two. But when I compared him to fourth, I just found a longer staple on third, just a little more correctness and strength in his frame over the third place, although, fourth place. Fourth has got really true to type head style. He's a well-balanced, well-framed alpaca male. Congratulations and thank you for showing.